Hey guys, what's going on? It's AJ again, and today I have a treat for you. As you can see here, we have our hands on a Ixalan pre-release pack from Magic the Gathering. This is the newest set to come out, just came out this week, and we got our hands on a pre-release pack. Just going to open it up for you guys, let you see what's in it, see the promos and stuff like that. So without further ado, let us begin. Now, for those who are not familiar with pre-release packs, they're pretty simple. Like the week before the event, they have what is called a pre-release. And then with the pre-release, you go in, you buy one of these, and then you're pretty much just building a 40-card deck out of what you get from the pre-release. So you're going to get 6 packs. With this one, it will be the first set, so it's all Ixalan packs. And then you get 1 promo card, countdown die, and a couple other things. So let's go ahead without further ado, crack her open. So we have our 6 packs right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's take a look first at the promo card. Ooh, Kinjal's Sunwing. As you can see, it's a foil promo. That's a kind of dirty dinosaur right there. So this is a 2/3 3-drop with flying that also has creatures your opponent control enter the battlefield tapped. So that's pretty dirty all on its own. Just you're immediately making sure that your opponent doesn't have an extra blocker for their turn. So it's not bad, and all the foils come pre-packaged like this. So from a collecting standpoint, it is really nice. And as always, I do have my sleeves with me. So just in case we get anything worthwhile. So let's go ahead, crack open the first pack of Ixalan. So the overall theme of Ixalan is pirates and dinosaurs. And if you know me from my One Piece fanatic, being a One Piece fanatic and whatnot, you'll know I love me pirates, and then just growing up, I loved dinosaurs. And another thing cool about this set is just the art itself is beautiful. So, we're going to go start off with the Pterodon Knight, and it's going to be a 3/3 for 4 that has flying as long as you control a dinosaur. So there's a lot of small drop dinosaurs you can just throw down on there, and that just give it flying, which is really nice because if you can play dinosaurs, as in Flash, there's a couple of those I believe. It's just a nice flying blocker. Art on it's really good too. I like the way they have the detail on the armor and stuff like that. Blight Keeper. This is going to be a 1/1 for 1 with flying. That is a standard for pretty much most drafts. I mean, it's just really nice. 1/1 flying, done. You can pay 8 sacrifice. Your opponent loses 4 life and you gain 4 life. Ixalan's Knight, and I'm gonna have some real bad times trying to pronounce all this. So this is a 2/2 for 2. Whenever Ixalan's Knight attacks, if you control a dinosaur, Ixalan's Knight gets +1/+1 until end of turn. I'll just kind of zoom it up in here so you can just kind of see the art. Really cool, sitting on the Triceratops, pushing his way through. Next one we have Queen's Commission. This is going to be a sorcery for 3. Create 2 1/1 vampire creature tokens with lifelink. Now if you're building a vampire deck, very nice to have. Throwing it in there, just getting extra vampires to help pump the other ones. Crash the Ramparts. This one definitely served me some well done justice during the pre-release. This is a 3 instant for 3. Target creature gains +3/+3 and gains trample. So if you're throwing this on one of your big dinos, going in there as a 7/7, now he's a 10/10 with trample. No one's going to want to mess with that. Shipwreck Looter. This is a 2/1 for 2 with the raid mechanic. Whenever Shipwreck Looter enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So you play that on your second main phase. Commune with Dinosaurs. This is just a really nice sorcery for 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a dinosaur or a land card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. So if you're a little mana starved, it's just a nice way to get some mana. Granted, if you're missing, you're either going to get a mana creature or hopefully a dinosaur, depending on how you built your deck. Sailor of Means is a 1/4 for 3. When Sailor of Means enters the battlefield, create a colorless treasure artifact token with tap, sacrifice this artifact, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So treasure is a new mechanic as well. Was a mechanic added into for Ixalan, in the sense where you're just wanting to create these tokens that you can kind of cash in later on for mana, which is really nice. Hijack, 3 sorcery. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Never bad. Contract killing. This one screwed me over pretty good during the pre-releases. So this is a sorcery for 5. Destroy target creature. Create 2 colorless treasure artifact tokens. With the tap, sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Stormfleet Arsonist. Now this is a really cool one. So this is a 4/4 for 5 orc pirate. With the raid mechanic, when Stormfleet Arsonist enters the battlefield, if you attacked with a creature this turn, target opponent sacrifices a permanent. Look at the flavor. Go ahead, build another. I will burn that down as well. That is a sweet looking card right there. I love that. No, I got my fat arm in there. There we go. Sky Terror, 2/2 for 2. 1 white, 1 red. Flying in Menace. Now, this is another really good card too. Just because it's equal footing with what it costs. Flying, and it also has Menace. Chart a Course, a sorcery for 2. Draw 2 cards. Then discard a card unless you attacked with a creature this turn. Alright, and then the last one should be a rare. We have Old Growth Dryads. Old Growth Dryads enters the battlefield. Each opponent may search his or her library for a basic land card and put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle his or her library. So it's kind of like a risk-reward card. It's a 1-drop, 3/3 1-drop, by all means. Amazing. But you're giving your opponent an opportunity to get an extra land. Alright, and then the last 2 we have is the Island and then the new treasure card. So when you're creating the treasure tokens, you can use these cards, which are really cool. I like the way all the treasure looks. Alright. So far, not bad. I mean, by all means, I'm no Magic the Gathering expert, but I mean, like, a 1-drop 3/3 is really good, even if you are giving your opponent an opportunity to gather an extra land. Alright, so this next pack is going to start off with a Sunrise Seeker, 3/3 for 5, but it has Vigilance, and then it has this another mechanic called Explore, which I really like. So with Explore, when you play it, you reveal the top card of your library. If it is a land card, you put it into your hand. If it is any other card, let's see, and then if it's any other card, the creature itself gets a +1/+1 counter on the creature, and then you can put that card back, meaning that'll be the next card you play, or put it into your graveyard. Desperate Castaways. So this is a 2/3 for 2. Now it cannot attack unless you control an artifact, but it is a really solid blocker. And one of the things to keep in mind, too, if you're generating treasure, if you're not, like, sure, like, I don't really feel like fitting artifacts into my deck, if you're generating treasure, it is a artifact token. So if you have treasure out, like active treasure, and you're not using it, you can actually use that to attack, or have the Desperate Castaways attack. Sun Crowned Hunters. This is a 5/4 for 6 with an Enrage mechanic, and what Enrage means is if it is dealt damage, like, so if you poke it for 1 or something like that, it will deal 3 damage to target opponent. Vampire's Zeal is an instant for 1. Target creature gets +2/+2, and in a turn, if it's a vampire, it gains first strike. Not bad at all. Instant. You can throw that down there after declaring your attackers or blockers. Prosperous Pirates. This is a 3/4 for 5. When Prosperous Pirates enters the battlefield, create 2 colorless treasure tokens. Just a nice way, like I said, to get some treasure, and maybe you combine it with the Desperate Castaways. Deeproot Warrior. This is our merfolk right here. I am excited. I might build me a merfolk deck. All the merfolk look cool. Whenever okay, so it is a 2/2 for 2. So right off the bat, solid card. Whenever it is blocked, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn. So if you swing with that thing and somebody wants to block it with their 2/2, now they're having to fight against a 3/3. And that's very nice. Siren Lookout. So it is a 3-drop with flying, 1/2, and that will also get the Explore. So you can put the card, if it's a creature card, or if it's not non-land, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Ravenous Daggertooth, 3/2 for 3 with an Enrage. Whenever Ravenous Daggertooth is dealt damage, you gain 2 life. You can poke that thing for a damage yourself and gain 2 life on top of that as well. Water Trap Weaver for 3. This is a 2/2. When Water Trap Weaver enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap state. That's really nice, especially for 3. Just canceling somebody out. This is my best friend right here. Blinding Fog is an instant for 3. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures this turn. Creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. It's great. You can kind of bluff your opponent to attack you. If they do, you throw that down there. Not only are all their creatures tapped, you take no damage. Great. Slice in Twain. 2. So this is 2 colorless, 2 green, destroy target artifact or enchantment, draw a card. This one is actually pretty decent in the sense that it is an instant. There are some of the new mechanics as well, or the flip cards, which are like treasure maps and compasses and stuff like that, which are all artifacts. So if you want to try and take care of that thing as quickly as possible before it becomes a threat after it flips, that's your best bet. Walk the Plank. Destroy target non-merfolk creature. So that's not bad at all. So that's a 2. You pretty much just pay 2 black and you destroy anything that's not a merfolk. Glorifier of Dusk, 4/4 for 5. You can pay 2 life, gains flying until end of turn. You can pay 2 life, it gains just vigilance until end of turn. The next card should be a rare, which is going to be Marvin Finn Dusk Apostle, which is a legendary creature vampire cleric. 2/2 for 3. Whenever one or more non-token vampires you control attack, create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. That's pretty good. We got our lands right here. Nice to have some legendary creatures for all those people who are probably enjoying a vampire. For all those people who are enjoying the Vampire Commander deck that was released a month ago. So, all right. Next pack. Vampire on the front. All right. Fathom Fleet Cutthroats. This is a 3/3 for 4. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and opponent controls that was dealt combat damage this turn. Really, really, really nice card to play during that second main phase, especially after you put somebody into like a false sense of security. You throw a 1/1 in there to attack, and they block with like their 6/6, and you're just like, okay, second main phase, bam, thanks, appreciate you doing that. All right, Nest Robber. This is going to be a 2/1 for 2 with haste. So just a really nice card to get down there and use as quickly as possible. All right, so we got the Sunrise Seeker, and then since we've already talked about this one, let's go ahead and just move it on in there, take a look at it real fast. I mean, it's just beautiful art. I love the whole Ixalan just concept of the giant mass forest with the dinosaurs, and just look how much detail is into like that dinosaur. Look at the horn and everything, so good. And they chose to go with like the feathery style dinosaurs, which I like. Same thing with Desperate Castaways. We talked about that one. Ravenous Daggertooth. We talked about that one. Depths of Desire. So this is a new one. This is going to be a 3-drop instant. Return target creature to its owner's hand, and then you also could be able to create a treasure token with that too. Not bad. All right, Commune with Dinosaurs. Sailor of Means. This is a, let's see. Enters the battlefield, create the colors, the treasure token. Duress. What is this guy? Looks like kind of like that. Wait, hold on. Is that like the Nick Cage face right there? I think it's the Nick Cage face. I don't know. This is a sorcery for 1. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card form. That player discards that card. Not bad. Thrash of Raptors. This is going to be a 3/3 for 4. As long as you control another dinosaur, Thrash Raptors gets +2/+2 and it has trample. So good. So what is that? 4? And if you're playing dinosaurs, I mean, chances are you're going to have another dinosaur. That's a 5/3 with trample. Then we get to our first turn common, Siren Storm Tamer. This is going to be a 1/1 for 1 Siren Pirate Wizard. Okay. Flying. Sacrifice Siren Storm Tamer. Counter target spell ability. Oh, that's not bad. A 1/1 for 1 that you can pay 1 to counter. That's really good. Target spell or ability that targets you or a creature you control. Dusk Legion Dreadnought. This is one of our pirate ships. So this is a 4/6 vehicle for 5 with a crew of 2, meaning you only have to tap enough. You only need to tap 2 power. So if you have like a 1/1 and a 1/1, you tap both of them to make it 2. Or if you have a 2/2, you just tap the 2/2. So as long as you have 2 power, you can crew the vehicle, and this becomes a 4/6 with vigilance, meaning that you can attack and also block. Our next uncommon is Ixalan's Binding. It's an enchantment for 4. When Ixalan's Binding enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until Ixalan Binding leaves the battlefield. Your opponent can't cast spells with the same name as exiled card. Super good. And the last one is our rare, which is going to be Captivating Crew. This is going to be a 4/3 for 4, where you can pay 4 to gain control of a target creature and opponent controls until end of turn. Untap the creature, it gains haste until end of turn as well. So if somebody only has like one thing and it's their blocker, well, they don't have it anymore. Alright, and we have our land. So, if I was as of right now, if I was trying to put it together a deck, I'd probably lean a little bit more towards vampires. Just because we got that Vampire Lord. I believe our promo card was the white. So it'd be like white with the vampires with their dinosaurs in there. Alright, so we have the Queen's Commission. We have the Blight Keeper. Fathom Fleet Firebrand. Oh, that's a really cool looking card. We'll zoom in a little bit right there. Super good. So it is a 2-drop. 2/2, 2-drop, and you can pay 2, and it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Very nice. Legion Conquistador. 2/2 for 3. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for any number of cards named Legion Conquistador. Reveal them, put them to your hand, and shuffle your library. So you could essentially, if you have 3 of these, you can have 3 2/2s, right? You know, within 1 or 2 turns, depending on your mana. Sailor of Means. I've already seen that one. Ixalan's Keeper. This is one of those Dino Shamans. So this is a 2/2 for 2, where you can pay 8, sacrifice Keeper, target creature gains 5/5, and gains trample until end of turn. Just look at that. So beautiful. Oh, I love this. Dinosaurs kick ass. Alright. Opt. Finally. I've actually pulled an Opt, and I've heard a lot of good things about this card. So this is a 1 instant, which lets you scry, meaning you can look at the top card of your library, and then if you like it, you can keep it, or if you don't, you can put it on the bottom. And then on top of that, you can draw the card. So if you like the card, then you get to draw it. Super nice. As an instant for 1. Jade Guardian. This is a 2/2 merfolk, which is a 4-drop. It has hexproof, meaning it can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. When Jade Guardian enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target merfolk you control. So, I love the merfolk concept. Demolish. Destroy target artifact or land for 4. So, it seems to be... Ooh, that one works on lands. That's not bad at all. Alright, Skymarch Bloodletter. Flying. It's a 2/2 for 3. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So, that's not bad. Alright, so we have a land right here. Field of Ruin. So, it adds 1 to your mana pool. Or you can tap it out of mana pool. Pay 2 to tap it. Sacrifice Field of Ruin. Destroy target non-basic land and opponent controls. So it gets to... you pretty much can destroy something of mine, if you were to cast this. But each player searches their library for a basic land card. So you make me lose a creature, but I also get a land in the process. Dinosaur Stampede. So this is an instant 3-drop. Attacking creatures get +2/+0 until end of turn. Dinosaurs you control gain trample until end of turn. So it's all attacking creatures. Very nice. Optic Hunt. Optic. Otepic. I don't know. Huntmaster. We're going to call him the Huntmaster. 1/2 for 2. Dinosaur spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Very good. And then tap target dinosaur gains haste. The last card should be a rare, which is Shaper's Sanctuary, and this is an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell or an ability an opponent controls, you may draw a card. Really nice for 1. I like those 1-drop enchantments, or anything like 1-drop just as nice. Alright, here we go. I'm so in love with all of these Ixalan cards, and we haven't even pulled any like the really, really, really good ones yet. So... overall, this is definitely a risky pre-release pack. Like one of those, like, maybe I don't think it might just drop early. I mean, I haven't been able to, from what I've seen, It's just going to be really hard to kind of put together unless we get something good out of these last two. This is going to be a Fireshine Keeper, a 1/1 for 1 with Menace, meaning it has to be blocked by 2 or more creatures. And then you could pay 8 to sacrifice it and deals 3 damage to each of the 2 target creatures. So very good to just kind of sit there and let build till the late game. New Horizons, Enchanted Land for 3. New Horizons enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Enchanted Land has add 2 mana of any one color to your mana pool. That's not bad at all. One with the Wind, another enchantment for 2. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has flying. Holy wow, that's really good. Spell Pierce, that's a good one right there. So it's a 1-drop counter to counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. Territorial Hammer Skull, and that's going to be a 2/3 for 3. Whenever Territorial Hammer Skull attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls. Oh, well, I'm going to block with this. Tap, no you're not. Windstrider. This is a 3/3 for 5. Merfolk. Flash Flying. So if you're trying to... Some of the Merfolk characters can get bonuses based on other Merfolks in. So if it drops in there and you have characters or creatures that give other Merfolks plus, you're definitely having a really solid blocker that can fly on, pardon the pun, on the flesh. Hierophant's Chalice. We're going to call this Chalice because I can't pronounce that first word. I'm way too tired. It's an artifact for 3. When Chalice enters the battlefield, targeted player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. And then it's just add colorless to your mana pool. Costly Plunder. Ooh, so this is a 2-drop instant. In addition, an additional cost to cast Costly Plunder. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Draw 2 cards. Fire Cannon Blast. Now this one was actually a really nice card. Definitely used this during the pre-releases. So it is a 3-drop sorcery where it deals 3 damage. But the rate mechanic is if you dealt combat damage during your turn, or if you attacked with a creature. So say you go to your combat phase, you attack, you dealt damage, all good and all. And then now you, on your second main phase, you throw the sucker down. Now it deals 6 damage instead of 3. So you're paying 3 mana to deal 6 damage to a creature, which would be really nice to take care of some of those big dinos. Inspiring Cleric. What is my voice here? Which is a 3/2 for 3. When Inspiring Cleric enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. That's just a solid card right there. Alright, Deadeye Plunderers. Pirate right here. So this is a 5-drop, 3/3. Gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. I wonder if that counts for the treasures. That could be really good if you're building up treasures. Create a colorless treasure artifact token. So it has an ability where you can pretty much pay 4 to boost it up. Interesting. Bonded Horncrest. It can't attack or block alone, but it is a 5/5 for 4. So as long as you're swinging in with others, you should be good. And then it looks like there was no rare there. Oh, so we have Vampire Zeal. Ooh, okay. Then rare's going to be back behind there. So Vampire Zeal is the foil card. That's weird that they put the foil in the front. Target creature gets +2/+2. So we've seen that one. It looks really pretty, actually. And then the rare is Legion's Landing. So this is going to be a flip card right here. So it's a 1 legendary enchantment. When Legion's Landing enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 vampire creature with token 1 lifelink. When you attack with 3 or more creatures, transform Legion's Landing, which is going to flip into Andanto the First Fort, where it just turns into a white land that you can also pay 3 to tap to create a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink. So if you're just trying to get vampires on top of vampires on top of vampires, this is your best bet. Weird how they put the foil there. So I guess going with what we were having, I guess we'd be doing at least white vampire, maybe white black. I didn't see like lightning in there or anything, lightning strike, so I'd probably be going white black maybe, just with a lot of the removal that we're getting. All right, last pack. Hopefully maybe we can get some good, like a planeswalker or something, or at least 1 mythic. Fathom Fleet Cutthroat. We've seen that one. Nest Robber. We've seen that one. Opt. Ooh, another Opt. I like Opt. Ixalan Diviner. So this is going to be a 2-drop, but it's a 0/3. And now this is actually really cool. So you'll be able to explore. So you're kind of playing a gamble. I mean, either way you win. You explore, you get the land. Now you have an extra land for your next turn. If it's not a land, now you just pay 2 mana for a 1/4 wall. Very nice to have. Oops, sorry. Jungle Delver. So this is going to be a 1/1 for 1 where you can pay 4 to put a 1/1 counter, a permanent counter on the Delver. Raptor Companion. Wiggles the Raptor Buddy. So he is a 3/1 for 2. That's it. No. Amazing. It's a great card. Ancient Baradodon. So he's a 9/9 for 8. Very, very, very fun card to play around, especially if you're having cards that reduce the cost of dino cards. You can get them in quick, and then you just have this guy sitting around. Pounce, and actually what goes great with him is Pounce right here. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. So you pretty much have this 9/9 right here, and then you're like, I want to fight this 7/7. So boom, dead. They have no chance to block. Unless, of course, they counter it, but I'm just saying. Or they could buff it up, but I mean, like, you just kind of put them in a position to cast something that they didn't want to cast right away. Prying Blade is an artifact for 1 with an equip of 2, and it gets +1/+0. But every time it deals combat damage, you can create a treasure token. Very, very nice. I like that a lot. Headstrong Brutes, another really cool looking. I'm going to zoom in on this dude right here. And by zoom in, I'm going to just bring the card closer. Very sweet artwork of the Orc Pirate just kind of swinging across the ropes right here. So he's going to be a 3/3 for 3. He can't block, but if you control another pirate, he has Menace, meaning he has to be blocked by 2 or more. Wanted Scoundrels. Look at those guys. That is actually a really cool looking card too. Zoom in on those, all the different pirates. Very nice. So this is a 4/3 for 2. But the catch is when it dies, target opponent creates 2 colorless. So you have this 4/3 for 2, and it's all fine and dandy until somebody lightning strikes it. And then now, not only is it dead, but they just got 2 mana back, which was the cost of the lightning strike. Alright, so next card we have is the Deadeye Quartermaster. This is a 2/2 for 4. When Deadeye Quartermaster enters the battlefield, you may search your library for equipment or vehicle card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Straightforward card. Nothing odd about it. Nothing off with it. Alright, so the next card right here is going to be Savage Stomp, and it's going to work just like Pounce. So it costs 2 less if you control a dinosaur, which means it only costs 1 green. And then, if you have a dinosaur, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That creature fights target creature you don't control. It essentially stomps it into the ground. Alright, and our rare is River's Rebuke. And this is going to be a 6-drop sorcery. Return all non-land permanent target players control to their owner's hand. So pretty much anything that's not a land goes back to the player. Then we have our mana. So, all in all, I mean, it was definitely, in my opinion, a bit of a bust. We did get the Legendary Vampire, which was kind of cool. And then our promo card was actually not bad at all either, with the Dino Flyer. If we were to be building this in a pre-release, I would have probably put together a white-black vampire, and I would have just gone for as much rush as I could by just putting as many vampires out there and using them to gain the lifelink. Hopefully I can get my hands on some more pre-release packs. I'll definitely let you know, and you guys will be the first to enjoy them. But as always, thank you very much for watching the video. If you did like it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the like button, and then follow for more. I'd like to keep doing this. I like shoving myself into this tiny closet to open up packs for you guys to enjoy. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great one.